Hello and welcome back to Cereza and the Lost Demon. I'm talking at you through my mind today. There is really no other reason, I just felt like it today. And that's the only reason. But yes, last time we were doing Cereza, strategy file, of course, as our own, resolves to break in. Right, there we go then. So sorry for starting late, having a few issues, which you can probably guess one of them. Okay, so I am supposed to be here. I don't have charges for, right? Well, we're gonna need water Cheshire for this. Oh.
Wrong way.
Yeah, I know. Still kind of interested to see what would happen.
Cheshire, not so fast.
Got that. No. I don't want to do that. Throw him up here. Oh, another enemy.
Get out.
Oh, new enemy time. This one with a thunderstaff. It is Sparkana, the wicked wizard.
Cheshire, let's go.
Chomping. Nice. Fisher just looks distracted. And I get to toss him up here. And hydro power. I like that. Stomp, 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 stomp. I love how they have the screen shake each time he stomps. Really good. Else, just those. Okay, let's get moving. Let's get moving. There's a reference, I believe. Wait.
Can't even control the elements. Pathetic.
Wait. What happens if I do this then? Does she say something else?
You're helpless. It's not even funny.
Wow, Cereza's being a bit of an ass. Once we released in their meeting journey, the two slowly learn about each other and their common goal of each wishing to reunite with their mother. This similarly, along with the hands of face, makes the she might just have a tiny crush on Nukeya. The sun of Ursos shadows and dissolves just as quickly. Come on, many of the fairy and Avalon seems to have an interest in Cereza and Cheshire's whereabouts. Amelia to message Investor demanded to return to Inferno immediately, but the spear. Cereza had no idea how to help him. Being bound to the magical energy of whoever summoned him, he realized he was unable to separate himself from her. Reluctantly agrees to come. Newly born Inferno. Wait a second. Huh. Now that's weird. Maybe that's a glitch, but we definitely beat that enemy, but it's not appeared yet.
You're taking all day. Come on.
Again, being a bit of a jerk. Avalon contains a large web of lakes. The largest of found thus far is actually located near the forest entrance, where I first discovered the Fair Avalonica. On this lily pad, I discovered numerous other sections of Avalon, though I did almost get swallowed up by a whirlpool as well. Perhaps I should make a tad more perhaps I should be a tad more careful of my surroundings. I am in a forest of uncharted peril, after all. I digress. Today I have something truly remarkable to write about. At last, I've found them. Fairies, they do exist. At least, I'm assuming what I have discovered are the same legendary creatures rumored to dwell in Avalon, though I suppose their appearance is different than how they're typically described. They seem to be both bipeds and quadrupeds. I say seem, here as I've yet to observe these creatures as clearly as I would desire. They reside within a thick mist that distorts the shape and color of everything within, as if seeing the world through a prism or kaleidoscope. Still, their actions are orderly and highly intelligent, and as I had hoped to, I appear to have interested them greatly. I assumed the eyes watching me earlier belonged to them. That's why I were to reach out and contact them, I could learn even more. Ode to my lily boat, first verse. Out on the lake with my lily boat. The stream carries us to and fro. Marvelous time on my lily boat. Oh, where shall my lily boat go? Oops. Second verse. Sailing Nimue with my lily boat. I've nary a guide but the wind. But if I should fall in that whirlpool, then there should my journey end. That doesn't rhyme, but okay. Just a lyric I wrote out floating along the other day. Would you like it? You like it? I think it's got a certain charm to it. Maybe I can try to invite some wisps out so we can all sing it when we're actually on a lily boat. That could be fun. I'll take a thought. I'm not sure if everyone will want to sing that on an unstable lily pad. Maybe I'll just try and gather the wisps who like music in the hideaway and try to sing it there.
Cheshire was having a grand time steering the lily pad every which way.
Cheshire, slow down!
Loosh. Please splash.
Soaked. I told you to go slow!
There's gotta be something around here. Awfully conspicuous bottom of a waterfall. Hello. I suppose we're nearing a Tirnanog. Potentially.
Cereza.
Who's there?
How could this be? Before Cereza stood her
Oh
mother.
no.
Mummy? Is it really you?
Yes, my dearest Cereza. Come this way.
Oh, that's really not her.
Cereza.
Mummy? Is that you? Mummy?
Come this way.
Oh, I see why this is going.
Please don't go.
Yes, my dearest Cereza.
Mummy, wait! Mummy, please! I'm coming, Mummy! Don't leave me again!
Ah, I see.
The shade vanished with a blood-chilling scream that echoed through the trees.
Mummy.
Cheshire's strike had shattered the illusion, but it had taken a frightful toll on Cereza. She collapsed to her knees, her mother's final screams still ringing in her ears. Cheshire glanced down at Cereza. He told her to hurry and get a move on. But the tears would not stop.
Oh no.
Come on! If I hadn't dealt with that shade, you'd be face down at the bottom of that cliff! With each passing moment, the demon became increasingly annoyed.
Cheshire! How could you? How could you do that to her?
Unable to take Cheshire's abuse any longer, Cereza leapt to her feet. Behind her tears, Cereza's eyes burned with fury. I save you, and this is the thanks I get. Maybe if you weren't so helpless, I wouldn't need to fight all your battles. Cheshire was not about to back down.
Why am I not surprised? I wouldn't expect a demon like you to understand anyway. And just so we're clear, you say I'm weak, but you can't survive without me either, remember?
Look at you! You wouldn't last 5 minutes in this forest without me! Their fight was quickly reaching its boiling point. Then came the straw that broke the demon's back.
Don't forget who summoned you here! Why don't you just behave like a proper demon and do as I say?
Cheshire's eyes narrowed. For a second, he was quiet. Cheshire broke the silence with a threatening growl.
I wish I'd never summoned you! Good. That's it. We're through.
Cereza's final words echoed off the trees. Then all was still.
Oh no. Alone again. Maybe just because I'm curious as to how far I can go and see if I can find Cheshire or not. Nope. Well, I guess now we are kind of stuck by ourselves, huh? That's not brilliant.
Oh, I'm exhausted. I can get through this forest fine by myself. I'm not scared.
Obviously this is not going to last too long, but it's definitely going to be an interesting stealth section. I mean, if they keep it up till the stealth section. I like how
A structure appeared out of the gloom, towering before Cereza.
Cereza, you can do this on your own. You don't need anyone's help.
Nice help. Oh, okay. Breaks by itself, huh? I was just curious as to what would happen if I did that. I just saved, so it didn't really matter in the long run. That's interesting that they break by themselves after a little while, since Cheshire's not around to free us.
If I'm not careful, I'll be burnt to a crisp.
Oh, this is the realm of fire, is it? The sinister structure of rusted red and ashen bark woods continues to grow in size at an alarming rate. An army of fairies is stationed around the structure's premises, and flames burst forth from its every orifice. A single misstep and any poor soul will be incinerated. The primary objective of this never-ending construction must be to keep intruders away from what lies within, but I conjecture that there's more to it than just that. Fairies feed on the negative vibes of humans and wisps, so what better than to create a towering symbol of absolute dread to keep their prey in constant terror. The more ominous and grandiose it becomes, surely the richer and more plentiful the negative vibes it will produce. You could say it exists to assist the fairies' domination of Avalon. Once there was a young witch who challenged the dreaded forest. Lamentably, her efforts proved to be in vain. The fortress exterior was too hard to crack. Still, the fairies were absolutely relentless in their retaliation on this poor girl, following her to ends of the forest to make sure she was eradicated completely. The terrible fortress is truly a reflection of the cruel hands which built it. Dark. Oh, hey! First time seeing these outside the thing, isn't it?
There could be fairies anywhere. I've got to keep quiet.
Oh, that worked. Well, didn't it? That was a tad irritating with the fire pits at the bottom as well. Jeez. Alrighty then, that's fun. You have the powers to defeat an enemy on our own. Use unbalanced to bind enemies and proceed forward.
Cereza was on her own this time. How was she going to get out of this pickle?
The Thornbind. Okay, so then... What?
That's it! Here we go.
Oh no. The cannoners can't fire through fire!
Phew.
And I bring you fire!
Cereza had certainly grown stronger since entering the forest. But even so, making her way alone was proving more difficult than expected. If only Cheshire were here.
No, I'm better off without that beast. I can make it through this forest myself.
Cereza heard a familiar voice. It was Cheshire. Injured, he was fleeing from a group of fairies.
Not my problem.
Somehow, Cereza had made it through. Solo adventuring was turning out much more difficult than she had anticipated. The optimism she had right after splitting up with Cheshire was long gone. Speaking of Cheshire, Cereza couldn't help remembering him.
Run, 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 run. Any of you ever wonder why those fairies catch in the first place? I asked old Lady Ignis and she told me it's so they could drain our negative vibes. Negative vibes are what wisps generate when they're scared, sad, or angry even. Which means we've got to do our best to not be scared. Even if a real big fairy comes to get us, don't let them intimidate you. If they come for you, the best strategy is to always hide in a dark spot. And if they try to draw you out with fire, just stay calm and douse it with some water. Gotta use everything you can if you're going to try and survive in this forest. You can use some vines to tangle them and bind them some time. Or maybe distract them by starting a little fire of your own. Whatever you do, don't just stand there. They'll nab you in a heartbeat. Once they find you, you're just a second too slow, or it might already be too late. Keep moving, keep thinking, keep hiding. This is going to be an interesting one then, isn't it?
A colossal iron structure stood before her eyes. It was a fort built by the fairies.
Is it using copper? Is it made using copper? And I have to be iron because I don't know if copper can survive this kind of heat. I should check that.
Cereza once again spotted Cheshire. Incapacitated by his wounds, he was surrounded by fairies.
What has he gotten himself into now? Nope, not going to worry about it.
But before she knew what she was doing, Cereza had set off in Cheshire's direction.
I'm just going to take a look. I can't let anything happen to my stuffed cat.
At last, a fortress worthy of our infinite glory. The path has been long and fraught with some unfortunate obstructions, but nary a worry. Finally, we are a master of our own domain, a king with a castle to call our own. Oh, the songs that will be sung chronicling this splendid day. Naturally, we have integrated technology of our own invention through the fortress. Compared to the trifling materials used in ancient fairy architecture, the fortress's red alloy will surely prove impregnable. Furthermore, it should inspire horrible imaginings in any fool who dares stand before it in defiance. At the fortress's upper floors, tests are being done for my latest invention, the Tyrannog. We believe that Tyranogs will become an invaluable cornerstone for swooping up the energy from humans and wisps we so do require. After the tests are concluded here, we shall expand Tyranogs to cover all of Avalon, nay, the world. For those inquiring the name Tyrannog, we have coined the moniker from texts that serve as the basis for our fairy utopia, which, with the power of the Tyrannog, may well be within our grasp. Interesting.
Who is he talking to?
The fairies had captured Cheshire. Within their ranks was one regal-looking fairy who stood out from all the others. He appeared to be talking to Cheshire, but it was too far to hear what he was saying.
What does that fairy want with Cheshire?
The fairies carried him into some kind of fortress.
Cheshire!
Forgetting the peril of her situation, Cereza rushed to follow the fairies into their stronghold.
No good. There must be another way in. You!
The wolf.
The elusive white wolf had appeared right before Cereza. It called out to her before running away.
Where are you going? You know another entrance?
But I suppose going up here would be helpful. Come on. There we go. Wasn't quite able to.
Listen, this fortress is crawling with fairies. I think you should sit this one out.
But the wolf just stared at her, showing no signs of moving. "Let's go together," the wolf's determined eyes seemed to be saying to her.
Thanks. You know, to be honest, I was a little scared going alone. Don't tell Cheshire I said that.
And so, Cereza and the White Wolf infiltrated deep into the enemy's stronghold.
Action bar. Pusa? Fortress. That's where they've got Cheshire bound then. Using a lift to go up.
Oh, Cheshire. Just what have you gotten yourself into this time?
Nice little spot to save. Honestly, I'm pretty sure the environment's probably done more damage to me than most of the enemies in this game. We finally made it to the fairy's fortress, and it is something to behold. This is to be where they're doing all their scheming. Pipes full of who knows what shooting every which way. Bright blue flames and complex machinery unlike anything I've ever seen. What could they possibly be doing with all of this? Beats me, but that's beside the point. We're here for one thing, to wipe up these wicked fairies and destroy that elemental core. This place is absolutely crawling with fairies, but me and Plima should be okay as long as we're together. The main problem at the moment is we're stuck. We know the elemental core is up there somewhere, but we have no idea how we're going to reach it. Walls are impossible to climb. I thought about asking Plima if she'd let me stand on her shoulders again. She got really whiny last time we tried that. I wonder what that was about. I was about. I weigh less than her, I think. Well, since we're witches, I suppose we should try using magic. That fairy that looks like it might do something. That wall's probably staring at me, wondering what the heck I'm doing. Oh, well, that is on fire. That is indeed on fire. Okay, so there isn't anything on these sides. It's just a nice big, like, thing. That didn't work.
Oops. I don't think it's supposed to turn that way. Oh well, it works for me.
Oh. Makes me dizzy. Wait, what? Okay, that's weird.
Within, the fairies seem to be arguing about something loudly.
I don't understand what they're saying. But if I know these fairies, it must be something absolutely nefarious.
Chewing's really not helping you. I'm imagining they're just talking. Hello there, Feora. How are you today? That's good. Like the way it's supposed to be turning, or
This reminds me of climbing the clock tower with Jean. She acted so tough, but I knew she was scared.
1, 2. Next. And clock tower puzzles. Always fun. Whoop, that was close. Oh, that's how you do that then. Roll. Keep on rolling, 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 rolling. Going up.
Look at all those fairies. How am I going to make it out of here?
It's a good question. The fairies have this leader they call the Fairy King. I'd watch out for him if I were you. It's too dark for me to see clearly, but it looked like he summoned this monster that was absolutely enormous. If he had the power to summon something like that, there's no way we can beat him. I know we had a reason for coming to this forest, but if we die along the way, it'll all be for nothing. We have to run. We can't fight him as we are now. Prima wouldn't listen at all. She says we'll be fine, that we have to stand our ground. I was so angry that she wouldn't listen. It's going to be like that. I told her to just go off and fight by herself, but now I'm worried about her. She's the only sister I've got. Since we were taken in, it's always been the two of us. I thought we could get through anything together. No, I'm gonna go find her and apologize. And that's the last one of that. Oh. That doesn't bode well. Oh yeah, if you're wondering why, oh yeah, apparently I'm using telepathy today to contact with everyone. No real reason, I just felt like I wanted to.
Yes!
In case you're wondering why I'm not moving my mouth. You know? Whoa, whoops. That was close. Yeah. What?
This tower just keeps going. Cheshire, where are they taking you?
Yeah, so, Cereza and Cheshire had a fight. And, yeah, they kind of aren't on speaking terms right now.
Cheshire.
They had finally found Cheshire. He was covered in wounds from head to toe. Hiding in the shadows, Cereza was surprised to hear one of the fairies speaking words she understood. It is simple! We just need the girl. Stay out of our way, and we will ensure your return to the demon realm. They were speaking Enochian, the language of angels and demons. It sounded like the regal fairy was trying to strike a deal with Cheshire. Cereza felt her heart beating in her chest. What will it be? This is your last chance, demon. Cereza waited for his answer with bated breath. Then she heard the familiar deep growl. Oh, like I can trust a fairy. I'll devour every last one of you. Despite his battered body, Cheshire's eyes still smoldered with defiance.
Cheshire!
Doggy!
Thankfully, the white wolf held the nearby fairies at bay.
Thanks! Cheshire!
The sudden appearance of two intruders had the fairy fortress in a frenzy. Cereza seized the opportunity and freed Cheshire from his shackles. It was splendid teamwork.
Glad to see you're up for a fight. These naughty fairies are about to get punished.
Not bad. Better than your crying. Punishment, is it? With pleasure. Both Cereza and Cheshire were on fire.
Well, I mean, Cheshire's always on fire with that eye of his.
Let's get him, Cheshire! You're getting punished! Prepare yourself! How do you like this?
Nah. Stomp! Glorious!
Cool! Cheshire?
A large gash was cut on Cheshire's leg. Bits of cotton were falling out, along with his magical energy. The fairies had not been kind to their captive. Cheshire could hide his pain no longer.
That cut!
Unless the wound was mended, the magic-infused threads that bound Cheshire to this world would not last long.
Hold still! If you move around like that, you'll just make things worse.
Cereza needed to suture the wound as soon as possible. There was only one way she could think to do it.
Remember, Cereza, as blood flows through veins, magic flows through a witch's hair. Care for it as you would your most precious tool, and defend it as you would your very heart.
Sorry, Morgana, but I found something more important.
These were the precious locks Cereza was growing out to resemble her mother. As expected, they worked their magic. Cheshire's wound closed in an instant. Don't blame me if that teacher of yours has a fit, Cheshire said quietly.
Don't worry, it'll grow back. Besides, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be in this mess in the first place. I promised to send you back. Umbra Witch's honor. What I'm trying to say is...
But before she could finish, Cheshire had already returned to his miniature form. Well, get a move on, will you? He added with a squeak.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Cereza gave Cheshire a tight embrace. Somehow she felt that Cheshire was doing the same.
Aww. The king's entrance.
Restoration magic! I've never been able to pull that off before. I wonder if it might work on something else.
Restoration magic. Rotate L while holding ZL. Near broken objects temporarily return to original form. We discovered the energy source required for Tyrannox is far greater than previously expected. Even the extra power we've amassed from siphoning the four elements of the elemental of the forest and channeling through the elemental cores is proving it to be insufficient. To offset this, we devised two plans. First of these is an increased effort in drawing out the negative vibes of wisps, human souls, for energy. This is the nature of Avalon. It is the nature of Avalon to take the spirits of humans who perish within its hallowed ground and transmogrify them into wisps, in which form they may, possibly, exist eternally. And the negative vibes that emanate from torment of these pathetic beings is as delicious as it is useful, and should thus be used without remorse. Plan number 2 is the production of a device to further amplify the power we have snatched up. The principles of this device come from a human-made gear, but what we have devised for our fortress makes any clockwork made by the hands of a man seem like child's play. The beauty of these machines is that even a small source of power should be able to be amplified into something far greater. The one unfortunate downside of the complexity of these devices makes it far more fragile than the human psyche. Susceptible to malfunction or breakdown even if misused. Even slightly. So that was something that we had. The restoration magic was something we saw Jean do in the intro.
How do you like that? Don't think I'm so shabby now, huh?
A cut like this is nothing. But this ribbon isn't so bad.
Cheshire said in a slightly embarrassed voice.
Yeah, I think it suits you perfectly.
Yeah, now Cereza is able to pull it off.
Something made them stop. A strange presence. They were not alone.
Stop! With the impetuous stepping so the seed of ruin in our kingdom. We will not allow him to wake a cursed child from his slumber.
Oh.
It was the regal fairy from earlier.
Hey, that fairy's speaking our language. I think.
Fine! Her insolence knows no bounds. Repent! For a king's anger, what snoop is not easily questioned.
I don't know how much I could take this guy's voice seriously. Oh, this king's voice seriously.
The fairy continued his haughty monologue. Still, his thick accent was nigh unintelligible.
This is hopeless. It must be some kind of fairy dialect. So, what? Are you saying you're the fairy king or something?
Insolence! Before us all, bend the knee. Those with 4 legs bend too. The very trees of Avalon bow before us to pay obeisance. We are Puka the Wise, Puka the Magnanimous. Pause for dramatic effect. Puka, the one true king of Avalon Forest.
Grand Fairy King, Puka.
What? Okay. So it was you who did all that awful stuff to Cheshire. I see a royal behind in need of a good spanking.
Cheshire looked happy to oblige.
Right.
Human and demon dare challenge Puka, whose name strikes fear across all 3 realms.
That's not what I was expecting, I'm gonna be honest.
We shall call out a blast from heaven and make the world their folly.
Huh? Seriously? He's actually summoning an angel. Yep, he's summoning Affinity, Puka's secret weapon. He summoned the angel, okay.
Cheshire, help! No! Oh, let go! No!
You are but an infantile witch! How dare you make Puka suffer now?
Really? You know I can...
Let's get him, Cheshire!
Nah!
Now, Cheshire!
Oh, so is this where she gets the idea to use...
Say your prayers.
Affinity, third sphere angels? A common angel from the third sphere of the angel hierarchy, summoned by Puka. Affinity are considered the closest existence to humans alongside among the angels. Their halo is said to be able to guide the misled from when they descend from Paradiso. Though they are seated on the lowest sphere of the angel hierarchy, their strength will far exceed human comprehension. An average person would likely be unable to so much as touch one. The divine weapons that these angels wield possess considerable power, able to shatter the Earth's surface with a single strike. This affinity, however, is not an actual angel, but an illusion formed by piecing together collective consciousness of past witches who entered Avalon. It is required to stay close to Puka in order to survive, but its strength is proportionate to that of a real affinity. Puka has certainly found great use for it in removing unwanted disturbances to his plans. Originally, Puka developed a plan to brainwash an army of Affinity to serve under him after he discovered a way to open a portal to Paradiso. This plan fell flat when Puka realized that his mind control tricks proved useless on angels. But still desperately wanting to attain angelic power, he resumed his studies at Paradiso, eventually learning how he might be able to create an Affinity illusion. Though it is ultimately only a projection, the fact that it looks like he has a real angel in his command tickles his narcissistic nature perfectly. Right, so that's what it is. It is a fake angel.
That was but luck and nothing other. Luck, you hear? Listen!
Am I?
This guy's full of surprises. Oh, we better run.
Everything on a witch wannabe.
Oh,
I get to that one. Man.
stop it.
Oh, that's new. I didn't even know I could do that. Neat. I'm just gonna be able to get here in time. Guy's is a really good illusionist. I have no idea what he's doing. Yes, I get it. You like fire magic. I personally don't care. Illusion of a real angel. Yes, basically. That was basically a mini Tirna Nog. They've had something very similar to that.
We made it. All right, back to business.
Oh, here he is. Oh man, here's a whole army of Affinity. That's not good.
They just keep coming. We have to take down that fairy. torture device. If I use my magic to fix it... Say your prayers!
Now!
Cool! Come here!
Okay.
It's broke. Fix it.
And yeah, that's very accurate.
Back to Paradiso with you.
He noticed it this time.
Now.
Are you ready?
Let's get him, Cheshire.
Beam! Draw near.
Even should the pyre consume our very self, these interlopers shall go no further.
What's he saying now? I have a bad feeling about this.
The two sensed danger in the fairy named Puka's words and began to run.
Long live the fairy kingdom. Lalipuka.
Lalipuka. Lalipuka.
What?
Yeah, okay, what? I guess he definitely wasn't planning to sacrifice himself then, was he?
Gah! What was with that guy? What are you on about? What the? Oh, give me a break!
Covered in soot.
Realizing what had happened, Cereza hurriedly began wiping her face clean. The spectacle was too much for Cheshire. He rolled with laughter.
Ugh, now it's personal. That creepy fairy best hope we never cross paths again. Okay, Chucklepuss, joke's over. All right, let's get a move on.
Cereza frowned and stormed off. Trying unsuccessfully to control his laughter, Cheshire followed after. But each glance at Cereza sent him back into fits of seam-bursting chortles.
I hope he doesn't actually bust another seam. I don't think Cereza can afford to lose much more hair.
The sphere burned with a bright red light. The two had arrived at the final elemental core.
It's not going to be that easy, is it?
Cool. And that's number 4. We destroyed all the elemental cores. You know what that means? Here's the last elemental power. Let's give it a try.
Initiate fire mode.
Let's go! Awesome!
There's an ethereal old lady and big white wolf. I think they helped me, but I guess it was too late because it looks like I'm a wisp now. I must have died. That makes sense because I can see right through my hands. Well, I'm sad about dying and all, but my mind seems mostly intact. But there are a lot of other wisps in the forest that the monsters, the fairies, do all sorts of mean things to. I must have been saved so I can help them. The other wisps I can't fight, of course. I'll just help in my own way. Like, if I write down something helpful and leave it somewhere, another wisp might come along and get some use out of it. I'm gonna try getting a bunch of wisps to try and chip in, then everyone will be able to, and everybody will be helping everyone else. If I can make it out of this place, I'm gonna make a difference, even if it's just one wisp at a time. Oh, I wonder if that's the biologist. From the biologist journal. I slurp the fire core.
You think the white wolf is okay?
Cheshire gave an annoyed snort.
He'll show that smug face of his before long, I'm sure.
Prepare yourselves!
Oh wow, fire is combo boy, wow.
You're getting punished! Ha!
They called Lucaon the cursed child. That's an interesting little tidbit.
Cool! Cheshire, are you feeling better? Does it still hurt?
I'm fine.
Cheshire said nothing more. But Cereza could have sworn she heard the trace of a faint purr in his voice.
Glad to hear it. That owl! You made it out of the fortress!
Cereza let out a sigh of relief. The wolf seemed as energetic as ever.
You're going to take us to Lucaon? We must be getting close. Come on, Cheshire, hurry!
Ah, there we go. Nice full trees. Big pockets. And that's the mixing potency again. Venom Thorn. Absorption 3, which is all even more magic. One's locked. Multibind 3. Four times in quick succession. Nice. Buddy charge. More damage, rocket return, which I still need. I need to get a lot of Cheshire's stuff, really, don't I? Ooh, we actually get, that's the counter. I don't have any of the masteries because I've just not been able to get the fruit. I've not been able to find the fruit, so I've not been able to do any of the mastery stuff. I'm just going to shoot Pyroblast with this that may burn or melt objects it hits.
Cheshire! Cheshire, let's go! Yes! Cool!
Finally, I got the Sparnach. I don't know why I didn't get that earlier. A biped fairy wizard with excellent knowledge of the and proficiency in fairy magic. Many of Avalon's most powerful spellcasters are Sparnach. Their preferred way of fighting is to come at an opponent with an onslaught of spells, not giving them even the smallest openings to respond with negative. When negative vibes being the source of their magic power, the more they intimidate or scare an opponent, the more powerful their spells become. Naturally curious, they spend most of their days exploring the forest for ancient writings, hoping to learn more about new spells and or enhancements. Most of the spells are practical application, some they discover turn out to be mostly useless. Always anxious to try a new magic out, their fellow fairies stand the risk of being debilitated by a spell the Sparkana don't understand yet. I think that's how you pronounce it. Spargana. It's either Spargana or Sparganach. It's one of those ones that's a little bit. Okay, that's cool. That's a combo attack with this. Okay. Oh, that was a sneeze and a half. Nearly frozen. I'll be two before long. I mean, I imagine Fire Cheshire's probably fine.
Prepare yourselves! Cheshire, over here! Yes!
I don't even need to. I just need to attack with Fire Cheshire to melt stuff. Neat. So just being able to have him like choke on a fire, get enemies to choke on fireballs is pretty amusing. Oh, we're gonna get to see Morgana's reaction to her hair.
Morgana's ghostly form appeared. She took one look at Cereza and furrowed her brow.
Cereza, what have you done with your hair?
Sorry. I needed it for something.
Cereza explained how she had used her hair to save Cheshire.
For the sake of the demon! Cereza, never forget who is the master and who the subject. Under normal circumstances, now would come a stern lecture. But that will have to wait for your safe return. My spell is almost complete. I will have you out of that forest soon. Just hold on a bit longer.
Oh. Thanks, Morgana.
The fairies are a formidable foe, but use all I taught you and defeat them. May the moon light your path. Stay safe, Cereza.
Oh, I'll defeat them all right. And after that, I'll meet Lucan, get that power, and send you back.
Cereza and Cheshire exchanged a glance. Getting the power from Lucan would mean the end to their journey. It would mean saying farewell.
Come on, almost there.
Chapter 11. The Forbidden Altar. Near Puka's fortress, there's a frozen cavern that could only be the product of one with the heart of a wicked as his. Once it was said to be a mystical cave full of dragon's gold and twinkling fireflies, but his reckless use of the elemental core to power his fortress drained the energy from the surrounding areas, turning them into a blasted heath. Plants rotted to ash, the animals fled, and the caves became frozen wasteland in a matter of months. Seeing Puka carry out his schemes truly makes my heart ache. He seems bent on undoing the works of the previous fairy king and returning Avalon to a land of absolute authority. Sadly, he's amassed enough power to make his terrible ambitions a reality. Many of the fairies are under his control, and there are even angels who seem to do his bidding. But they say, history repeats itself. I only hope someone will rise to stop him. Okay. So it seems like he's controlling the fairies. And that it was better with the previous king, who potentially could be that accursed child. Interesting, interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh, that accursed child, aka Luke Hale. Oh. Ah. Oh. So there's an ice fairy now. Hold assailant, Muruch. Look at that. That's an interesting head. Shape. Gotcha. Because I keep having Cheshire in one of his in his fire form for that. I kept forgetting to change into his base form in order to parry. A fairy so rare that only a handful are said to exist in Avalon. From birth, they possess physical strength and magical ability far greater than that of any other bipeds, and as such have the reputation of a one fairy army. Due to their incredible skill, many have appeared beside the royalty of past fairy dynasties, and fairies would often rumor that allying with a Murach is the easiest way to become the next fairy king. Out of their magical abilities, they seem to prefer ice, and are able to use it to adapt to any situation, from long-distance ice blasts to propelling themselves with ice to charge at the enemy. The earth-shattering power of their every attack is so incredible that it is advised never to attempt to face them head-on. Many Murach are seated in an influential roles in the fairy kingdom and possessing considerable authority. If ever an enemy appears that proves too much for any of their subordinates, Murach will step in to steal swift justice. Interesting. And because we never actually defeated Fairy King yet, I don't think we have one of Hey, we got another health up. Neat. Charge! I know. Oof. We found a Tyrannog in Puka's forest, yet it still seems there are other Tyrannog in the region.
Come here! Yes! Cheshire!
We are. I recognize this zone. Yep, Jade Hell.
A small glade of otherworldly beauty opened before.
In most circumstances.
You've finally done it, miss.
A voice echoed through the trees. It was one of the rare sounds in this forest that put Cereza's heart at ease.
Ignis!
Congratulations on destroying all 4 cores. You've put those fairies in a right kerfuffle.
We couldn't have done it without you, Ignis. Your advice really helped us out.
Just doing my part. I told you, it's my job to know the goings-on in Avalon. I must say, though, I'm honestly quite impressed you made it this far.
We've seen so much of this forest. I dare say we know more about it than you.
Maybe you're right. Next time I'll ask you for directions. I've been waiting a long time for someone like you, miss.
Waiting? Why?
You see, I've lived in Avalon Forest for ages now. It used to be such a beautiful, lovely place. The fairies changed that. They corrupted this forest and terrorized its inhabitants. I've seen them do such horrible things, powerless to do anything but watch. That's why I've been waiting. Waiting for someone to wake us from this bad dream. I'd have done it myself if I still...
Ignis, were you...
Sorry, I got carried away for a second. Ahead lies that which the fairies have fought so hard to keep from you. I believe it is what you entered this forest to find.
Do you mean Lucon?
Go on! The seal to the altar is now broken. Be safe, you two. May Avalon's blessing be upon you. Hello!
Back to Ashenbark Woods, methinks. Because there's still quite a lot of stuff that we have to pick up, and now that we have all the elemental cores, we have all the elemental, spirits. Hi.
Let's get him, Cheshire! You're getting punished! Stop it! Prepare yourself! Oh! Cheshire! Prepare yourselves!
Punch to the face. Oof.
Cheshire, over here!
Means I can now go pretty much anywhere I want here. Very helpful. Let's help you.
You're not hurt?
Record, oh, for shame. Now it's my turn to protect everyone. Scott! 5 stack lighters, a bag of lighter oil. He's impassioned and he's cooking his smoker as his hobby. Scott is a wisp with a few burn marks. Long ago he was captured by the fairies in order to protect a close friend. The fairies threatened him, trying to learn his friend's location, but Scott refused to break. As a result, he got burned up pretty good, but it doesn't bother him. He's proud that he was able to stand up for someone he cared about. Sometimes this mantra of his can get a little intense, preaching to the other wisps about standing up against oppressors and the like. He's got quite the knack for smoking fish and nuts and such. His whole setup is made from special herbs he collects himself. As a cookout, after a cookout, he gives what he ate to hungry little wisps in the hideaway. The fire that originally scarred him still seems to burn away at him to this day, little by little. but he just tries to be a walking example of the philosophy he holds dear. Don't forget what's important and fight for it. Huh. That's a... Sounds a little bit like you, Bayonetta. That kind of motto. With the most advanced witch pulse of all, you can see a double circle quickly tilt it in the same correct direction. It is rather, yeah. There we go. Either needed a fireball or a water shot. Ooh, nice. What a lovely collection. Move some of that. Ah, Tyrannog. Cursed chains. Enemies can be defeated while bound. Use Thornbind to defeat them all.
Cheshire, let's go! How about this?
Oh. Brown Cheshire just walks through it. Oh yeah, I need to do that, don't I? Can he be defeated with Thornbind? Nope. Because I can also defeat him with that. The chomp. So yeah, this is probably what's gonna happen. That's probably what I'm gonna be doing for the rest of this, and potentially most of the next one of these. Next Cereza stream. is just trying to collect as much stuff as I can. These areas generate that candy. Some way, anyway.
Come here!
The ominous fog has now lifted. Brilliant. Alright, where am I? I'm here, so I need to go back up this way and then... Yeah, okay, so I need to... I'm here, so if I go up this way and then this way... Some kind of path... To be honest, this is really... I don't get it moment. Of course, it's entirely possible that it wants me to go up. Oh.
Cheshire!
It's just soul fire. That's just blue fire, okay. Even Morgana's hardest train doesn't make me sweat this much. Sorry, feeling a bit under the weather. Do you have any medicine? Oh, he needs 3 healing tonics. Wow. Witch lady, I found some food too, so it might be time to start heading back. Patches! About 5 rolls of bandages. Weight, a corset. Personality, quiet. Hobby, walks, singing. Patches is a sweet girl. She has a frail frame and never feels very well. Prone to falling and scraping herself often. This has made being wrapped in bandages part of her trademark. She is younger and quieter than the other wisps, so many of them treat her like a little sister. She loves walks and loves to sing, so she can often be seen strolling and humming a little tune. In her previous life, she was chronically ill, and she visited Avalon in hoping that becoming a wisp might relieve her from having to deal with her sickness. Sadly, the sickness remained. Nevertheless, she seems to have found happiness in her new life with the other wisps, always humming her sweet tune around the hideaway. Huh. Because you wanted to become a wisp to try and avoid being, well, ill. That's a pretty interesting take on it. Ah, remembrance.
A giant fairy fort. towering in the forest shadows. Atop its peak, the jagged mouth of a massive rift. Whatever might the fairies be planning inside?
That rift. What are the fairies up to this time?
Won't matter after I eat them all up.
What?
Oh, we got him stuck!
Yes, there is nothing there. I suppose I'm just going to need to go this way then.
Come here!
Yeah, I suppose you're just not getting rid of those without a fight then, in general, because I even tried shining the light on it and it didn't work.
Let's get him, Cheshire! Cheshire! Cheshire, let's go! Let's get him, Cheshire! Cheshire! Oh!
Oh, I'm just really not paying attention, am I?
You're getting punished!
Chompy chompy! I'm really not paying attention. It's really I keep getting so distracted by having Cheshire attack that I lose track of Cereza. I'm gonna be honest, I'm surprised that this isn't a two-player game. Like, I'm surprised you can't like have this be two-player. You'd think, considering it only uses like it only really uses a couple of buttons, that it wouldn't be too hard to translate a lot of the controls to the Joy-Cons.
Cool.
And the fact you have two characters working in tandem is a very interesting one. Maybe they thought that whoever was playing Cereza wouldn't really get a good chance to get kind of bored, and it'd be a fight over who gets to play Cheshire because he's the combat one. I don't know. Alright, so I need... Okay, so it is around there. Alright, let's hop to it. Now I'm going to concoct another one of these. Oh, hey, look, they actually changed the, that sprite. They changed that image too for, last building. Must be very important, I'll say.
Let's go! Go! Look! Cheshire!
Oh, well, that works. Not what I intended, but it works. Oh. Okay, it's another one of the... I didn't realize it was one of these. I thought it was a fruit. Man, I really need to find those fruits. Like, getting more moon pearls is really good, but I definitely need to get more fruits so I can actually upgrade Cheshire, because I can't upgrade him anymore. Cheshire seems a little more humble.
Cheshire, over here!
I would hop back in there, but I know for a fact there's a thing over here. Wires. That's about 15 of each? Yeah, 15. I don't think there was anything specifically for Cheshire in there. I'm going to take a look anyway, because there might actually... Okay, so there's only one major collectible here. And that is the Wisp. That's good to know. Ooh, 100 of each. Nice. Very nice. Oh, that's the exit. That's good to know. What about the rest of the fortress? That's the question I want to know. So this is taking me down to the ground floor. With a sanctuary!
We need a rest.
So we can actually warp here if I need to now. Nice. Oh, in fact, that's the only thing that's down here. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, yes, that is in fact it.
Cheshire, over here!
Another 100. That's actually pretty good too. Yeah, Cheshire's been building up for so long because I've just not been able to upgrade him. Yeah, this will take me all the way back up to the throne room. Has a Tirnanog in it. Well, I found the Tyrannog. Deliverance. Take them down with the right elements. Right, okay, so I'm going to need to use fire first. Rid of the mage, that could generate more barriers. Okay, okay.
You're getting punished! How about this? Prepare yourselves!
This is a mess. I have no idea what's happening. There we go. Chompy chompy! That was an absolute mess of a Tyrannog, I'm gonna admit.
Cool.
Oh boy. That was still kind of fun though. You know, to continue combos by switching elements is actually pretty helpful. I think it's mainly just the fact that there's so many of the, so many different things. Granted, the earth one's easiest because just doing the ground pound definitely just gets rid of it in one shot, like I presume, whereas water takes a second and, etc. Okay, so this is taking me down, which will probably take me to where the second... that's taking me to where that other Tyrannog is. Oh, it's taking me here! Interesting. That is an interesting... That is... Okay, so that's where that one is. Somewhere around there. There's the shell.
Yes!
50! I'll take me up, but then it'll just take me back down again. Alright, alright. I suppose going down here seemed to get me close to where I needed to go. So let's try it. just taken me up. But I can see a demon fruit there. Needing to come up. Wait, what? How do I... Yeah. I'll admit it, I'm lost. Like a route to... How do I get there? Huh. Can't seem to get there through here, even though I could very clearly jump off that. I suppose I've got to go down? I suppose I've just got to go back down and try to get up. Oh, that's so weird. Well, I guess I'm going down. Guess I gotta get in there at that point, but that's a bit weird. I can't get up there. What happens if I go this way again? Yeah, I just find another way down. That's not exactly going to be too helpful right now. Well, I guess I sit here. I can't find that Tyrannog yet, so I guess I just have to... my way down? Hmm. Spin, 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 spin. Spin, 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 spin. Really, I think something like this should really just be given one, but whatever. Okay, yeah, that's... okay. Sorry, I just had an idea that turned out to not be very good. Oh, it is different, a little different each time, is it? Oh no, it's because I already magically charged it, so yeah. Ugh. Hmm. Impressive how she manages to recreate all of this stuff. I'm pretty sure there was a ladder around here from where she drops from, but I guess I'm wrong. Oh. Yep. Up. Up. Wang, bang, 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 bang. I just the way he snaps back. Kind of comical. The lowest part of it, so I'm gonna need to go going up. Ba 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 ba. Yeah, any real thing I can do is this. Right, so I do need to turn this. I need to activate this one. Oh. Hey, 25 of that. Nice. Nice. Well, that's a new one. Oh. There's the Tyrannog, so it was this area that we went through before. Interesting. Oh, it's something that we couldn't get to without our bestest buddy in the whole world, Cheshire. Blinding dark. The enemies are getting hit. Well, I see what it meant there. What? Ah, shoot. Oh, that's what happens. Mission failed. So the Australians were rejected from the Tyranno by a mysterious force. Alright, that was...
Prepare yourselves! Yes! How about this? Cheshire! Prepare yourselves!
Break it. Throw it. Go with water, because I believe that one, while very flowy... Jump in. Works a lot better. There we go.
Cool!
I think I'm getting a bit better at utilizing Witch Thorn, or whatever it was called. I forget. To keep our kingdom the epitome of efficiency and efficacy, having those who serve us know their standing is of principal importance. That is why, after long digression, we have decided that from this day forward, our fairy kingdom will employ a benevolent hierarchy for all its citizens. The virtues of such a system are twofold: to imbue pride in one's current post, and to incentivize rising up to the ranks of others. We believe the roles of a kingdom can be best exemplified through the game of chess. We will use this along with a jewel taken from a fairy's natural color, and the innate aptitude of a fairy can largely be determined from their birth by their color. It is for this reason that most fairies take pride in the color they bear. To not integrate this into the hierarchy would be our most foolish mistake. As for us ourselves, our jewel will be amethyst, making me the Amethyst King. Amethyst King. What a sweet ring to our ears. How pleasant to see it etched in ink. Indeed, sharing this joy with the other fairies of Avalon must now be our first priority, for we are sure they will be pleased with their titles as well. Yet another wise decision that further solidifies the magnificence of my grandiose monarchy. All hail the Amethyst King. Can't get on the outside, so I can't access that bit yet. So I'm gonna need to oops. One. Oh. Okay, this makes me dizzy. That's about right, to be honest. You know, I got a point there. Get in there. Ooh, now that does give the question of where the heck is. It's somewhere around here, but I don't know where. One. Two. And move the other way. What happens if I just run all the way to the end here? This is where the lift to the next step. There we go. Holm is always doing his best. I want to do something in return. Got anything? Oh, I'll give you some Avalon drops. Thanks, Holm. Love this. Anyway, guess I'll just zip back to the hideaway. Leatherhead, 6 belts, belt buckle, personality nosy, hobby chatting. Leatherhead is a chatty little wisp and can talk on and on for hours at a time. She loves to rub her nose in other wisp business. Anytime she spots a wisp in trouble, she comes running to help, broadcasting a plan of action the whole way. She needs to learn a lot to fill her constant stream of words, so many risks rely on her for practical advice. She does have a habit of getting ahead of herself, though, sometimes drawing conclusions well before she's heard even half of what the other wisps had to say. Still, as soon as trouble strikes, you can bet that she'll hear about it. Most wisps have to sit through her advice whether they want to or not. Okay.
Yes!
Health. Okay, now what's this gonna do? This is this ladder is conspicuous. Aha! This is where we get the fruit.
Whoa! Good work!
Oh wow! He doesn't even splash it anymore.
Yes!
Haha! That's adorable. He really is like a big cat, isn't he? That was so cute. That was so cute. That was great. There's a way up here. I mean, this is a remembrance too. Oh no, there's a thing here. There's a weird thing though. There. There we go. Recombine. Oh, I get it. It's a quick way here.
Stop it! Get out!
I mean, I might as well take the roses and such each time they pop up. Now let's take this lift down. Trump. Right, now let's see. I got a lot of stuff I can take. I can take Buddy Charge. I can take Multi-Bind. What I think I'm going to take is Big Pockets 3. He's so interested in watching her dance.
Cool.
Venom Thorn 2. Absorption 3. I need the effects. I'll take Summon Revenge, I think.
Cheshire, here you go. Yes! Come here! Prepare yourself! You're getting punished!
I'll bet. Haha. Okay, not anything until the very end of this area, which means I can just run through. This is helpful. I already got that. Why is there not a remembrance here, to be honest? Close to the point.
Let's go! Cool! Cheshire!
Ding dong ding. Ding ding. Oh, I was gonna get icicle. Thanks. I'll get those fairies someday. All the darts sticking on him stacked together. All the darts sticking on him stacked together. Flatterer. I'll be darts. Punk is a wisp with a bunch of darts pinned to him. After a traumatic experience of being used as a dartboard by the fairies, which he's still recovering from, he tries his best to now make sure he's on everyone's good side. He likes darts himself, though, and draws little pictures of fairies on paper for his own target practice. As nice as he seems on the outside, the other wisps see his enthusiasm in this daily ritual, and they're careful not to get on his bad side either. Recently, his life as a wisp knows little trouble, but it's unsure if that's because he's nice to the other wisps or because they're secretly scared of him.
Cheshire, over here!
I mean, both would make sense. Would you want to be on that guy's bad side? Yeah. Oh.
Prepare yourselves!
That was easy. Wow. Well...
Hello.
Let's see what rewards we're getting from the wisps for saving more of them.
Thank you.
No more wisps in the forest. Please go to help some friend of yours.
Let's take a break.
Hang on.
Oh, I'm exhausted.
Before I rest, I want to check Tirna Nog. Ah, okay, so yeah, we get blood roses, and you are supposed to be doing these periodically. Fair enough. And that gets you a load of the roses and such. Alright. But yeah. So, starting next time... we are going to be going into... Well, we're gonna be doing a bit of a world tour. Going around and grabbing as many of these different things as we can. We've got a couple of wisps here. I keep doing that. We've got a couple of Tyranogs in this area. This one, we've got a wisp. That one's empty. That one's also empty. That one, we've got 3 wisps and a moon pearl, I think that is. And a moon pearl. This one's got a fruit and a wisp. We are still missing a region here somehow. We'll have to see how to get to that one. We've got a few Tyranogs, quite a lot of wisps, and a note. We've got a journal note and a Tyranog. We got quite a few things here as well. So yeah, a bit of a world tour, just going around picking up all the stuff we've ended up just not being able to get previously. For one reason or another. And also checking out the area up here that we weren't able to get to today. And then if we get that sorted, we'll be off to the final boss. So, I will say thank you all for watching. And I do hope I get to see you all on the very next stream. Tatty bye!